Hey everybody, Jamie Pay here. Welcome to this video. This is the middle of the month, and the middle of the month we always have a very special video presentation. Let's get started. Okay, so if you're new here to the channel, we participate in what's called Stop the Blur or Memory Planner, and this is part of a subscription-based program that Heidi Swapp provides on her HeidiSwappShop.com site. And once a month, on the 15th, a brand new Stop the Blur kit hits. So for example, here I have my memory planner insert. This is actually for 3 months. I'll talk about that in a moment. And on the 15th of the month, or this might even be dropping a little bit before the 15th, I come in and I show you the previous month's weeks. So I have September in here to show you. I use the Heidi Swapp Memory Planner insert, which is what you see right here. Super fun, full of ribbons, and we'll talk about that in a minute. And so today we have now finished this book. 3 months are now inside this particular insert. Today we're going to go over September, and we will also sneak peek a look at October, which I, for one, cannot wait for. Okay, so on the 15th of the month, the brand new kit, so October, hits. Up until that time, the previous kit is available, and that's primarily what you're going to see here. So as we start off September, this is super heavy, the September Stop the Blur kit. And just a couple photos on here as we kind of kick the month off. There was this acrylic pocket, like a two-sided pocket though, and you could pop these little like file cards into, and I added a stamp to it. The One Day at a Time, there are these great stickers that were part of this kit, and I use it throughout, and I'll point those out. Trying My Best is a stamp. And then did you get the September kit? Because this little clipboard, I mean, come on. So great way. One of the things I love to do with these is even like just kind of tuck photos up there as well. I used one of the new black color collective tags. This one happens to be gray, but it's part of the black collection. And I gave it a fold. And so this part here that is matting the photo is attached to the page, and then you flip it up. And I also used that kit's stamp to create some journal lines. I can't write straight. Can anybody write straight? I mean, is that even such a thing? Maybe I'm the one that's the odd person out. I'm not even sure that's even a question. I'm sure it's the truth. I can't write straight. I never have been able to. So if there are like these, I don't know if you can see, it's like those little dotted stamps, and I love using those for lines, or I'll just come in here with a ruler and a pencil and I'll add those in quite often. Then I used an alpha stamp. I believe this is Destinations, is that the name of that stamp set? And then this was another subscription that Heidi Swapp has, is Stamp Society, and it comes out on the 15th. So up until the 15th, the previous one is available. And this was the previous month's stamp. Great grids and alphabets and sentiments and icons. I really enjoyed using this. You're going to see this throughout. So this is what that is right there. It's just a fun way to kind of do a little gratitude, small little spread thing. And then, of course, up here, September 2023, every kit comes with an alpha. And this had a black one because this was the first of the, I don't know, what does she call them? There's a name for them. What's the name of it? The color version. So this was the first one. It was a black kit, and you'll see what the next one is here pretty soon. So something that I did, it's not unusual to my pages, but I was a little bit more intentional this month. So I want to share this with you. And that was, if I made a tag at some juncture in the month, which I probably posted on my Instagram feed, then I was pretty sure it was going to end up on these pages as well. And I think going forward, I'm really looking forward to doing this a little bit more. So for example, Labor Day was Monday the 4th, U.S. holiday, and I had this work smart, play always. It was actually a quote I had heard from, I believe, Arthur Brooks, and I really loved it because I'm like, yeah, I need a little bit more of that in my life. And so you're going to see this repeated on the pages, but I left it big. This was one of the 3.5 by I think it's 7-inch tags, and I actually trimmed off the bottom. I added the printable. If you also subscribe to Heidi Swapp's Stop the Blur classes, she provides a printable that you can download out of the classroom and then use it over and over again. And this Babe You Got This was one of those. And there's several, and again, I'll show those. Here's the washi from September's kit. And then underneath, it just gave me a lot of real estate for a lot of journaling. I added in the photos that kind of went with the stories. So glad you're here. This was a little vacation I started on Wednesday. And then I think this is the last of these clear sleeves. I think I've used them all so far. So what I did for this, it comes with this little interactive piece that slides in and out. And I have an ocean picture on the front. I have a beach picture on the back. And you pop it open. And I didn't love the edits. I'm getting used to a new printer. And I realized I didn't love the edits on these photos. So I'm fine. They're kind of hidden. But I still like the photos. I didn't want to reprint them. So I just went ahead and threw them in there. And then plenty of room for journaling as well. So on this other page, we repeat the same idea with, well, I've made a tag, and I just, when I'm done making it, which is its own little therapy, I'm just not even kidding about that. I really do enjoy, and I loved using the August. This was August Stamp Society. Fantastic stamp set. Anyway, I loved using this, and so I had made this other tag, but I'm getting ahead of myself. So just something I wanted to point out up here was just the simplicity of this particular day's insert photo and 2 little blurbs of journaling. I used the months. This was part of September's kit, and I used the noted and the good stuff. Super fun. I labeled things a couple of times throughout this particular month, and I really enjoyed doing that. This Breathe was part of the printable, so that gave me a little space for some journaling. Again, 2 photos. So the Just Start just so happened to absolutely go with this story that is under here. It's something my 2 daughters are involved in, and the Just Start was perfect. I love when that happens. Don't be boring. I love that sticker. Can you tell I really like this black kit? Of course, then we turn here to a yellow page, and I still used a couple elements of the black, which I'm kind of proud of myself for. But you can see already that we have a big tag on this page, just like I was sharing with you with the previous week. Okay, so to start off this week, what I did very first of all was I commemorated September 11 and stamped with that August stamp set, Never Forget. And I went ahead and used this colorway to just go ahead and I kind of actually literally well, no, I take it back. You know what I did first? Now I remember what I did. I knew I wanted this tag to be part of my page. And again, I had made this tag and it found its way to my memory planner. I love that. I didn't know if you knew that or not yet, how much I love that. But I just want to make sure you know that I really enjoyed doing that. Anyway, so large tag was already on this page waiting for me to do the page. So then I just went ahead and picked up this yellow in here, which happened to be fossilized amber Distress Oxide. And then I printed this on vellum sticker paper, and then I laid it out on the page because I would not want to stamp that much ink on my pages. This to do is part of the printables, just a super cutie little, I could have made this bigger. I could have enlarged just before I printed it, but it was just big enough. I really didn't want too much else going on this page. So it just was perfect to kind of add some to-dos and have some hidden journaling underneath. This page here, it also includes part of the printable, Be the Reason Someone Smiles Today. Isn't that a lovely encouragement? Say amen. Amen. Yes, it's a lovely encouragement. I had a single photo here. It's all I needed for this page. I knew absolutely. I'm getting a little different about my photos, and maybe I need to dive into that philosophy a little bit. But for me, all I needed for this day, for this whole entire week, was a picture of that baby. And so another thing I wanted to share with you, 2 things actually that have to do with stamps. I am really getting into the idea of using stamps for prompts. I've tried to pay a little bit more attention to Heidi Swapp stamps for that. What I did, now 2 things I did. As I show you this, I'm going to show you something else. I started to use the printable and label my stamps. I don't know why I have to have my stamps labeled. It's just a thing, but I like knowing what month they came from. So this is July stamp set, and it's just, I felt grateful for it. You can't get this, but pay attention. Every once in a while they release old kits. But that being said, it was just a great prompt for me. And so that's what I did on this page. So on this clipboard here, I stamped, I was feeling, and I just answered that prompt. This circle, ledger, graph, not graph, what do I want to say? Grid. This circle grid here is also from the printable. And I stamped keeping busy with, and I answered that. And I did the same things over here. Let's see. That today the weather was, and the reason the weather was a big deal, I was so happy to have this stamp because this was the day my family was getting our big family portrait, and I wanted pictures of the baby, and my daughter's expecting, and I wanted pictures of her. And you guys know what it's like, or maybe you don't, but do you know what it's like to get adult children all in the same place all at the same time? And even still, 2 of them couldn't come because they live in a whole nother state, so there was that. But it was raining all day long. I was a little stressed and getting a little stressed out and a little stressed. Yeah. So anyway, the story was about the weather because it actually cleared and was absolutely beautiful. We could have not asked for a better evening for our photos. Anyway, so today the weather, weren't you glad to hear that story? I bet you're happy to hear that story. Today the weather was, the best part of today was, and the day started out. And I just answered them in my journaling. I really, really enjoyed that so much. Big tag, I actually trimmed the SBC Fest postcard, and I wanted that to be part of here because that was part of this very busy weekend. Lots of journaling, lots of printables in place, couple of photos. The week is done. That's my yellow page. Okay, here's my pink page. And I'm a huge fan of pink and black. I have been for a very long time. So this again was a tag that I had in mind for just kind of journaling the day on a tag. And can I just make a clarification here really quick? 13.3, no, I did not run 13.3 miles, but I pace 13.3 when I walk, and I'm trying to beat that. So that's why I wrote it down. Okay, let's move on. Again, big tag that I had made, posted on Instagram. Decided it was perfect for this week because fall was on the 23rd. So hey, fall was super fun. Just really, I think the other thing I really, really like about putting my tags in here and being a little bit more mindful of make a tag at some other point in time in the month, especially with maybe the emotions of a day are fueling or the occasion, right? Because this was going to be autumn over here. So hey, fall was a really super fun thing to kind of stamp therapy and then have it on that page. And I just feel like here's the thing I really want to share. It's a little bit of an easier way to get my crafty style on a page, whereas maybe sometimes I kind of struggle with that on a planner page. I don't know. My brain just kind of goes weird. Maybe that's why I'm loving this so much. I don't know. So big tag. Again, lots of journaling underneath. Emotional baggage. That was from the October agenda stamp, and that was totally perfect for that day. Photo. Okay, this photo here, I just tucked the little tab from, let's fix this, from the September stamp in here. I thought that was super cute. I didn't know I didn't use it before, so I was glad to use that. Okay, so over here, something that's really fun about the printables is sometimes you don't have something to fill the whole day, and you can use that to fill a spot. So that's exactly what the daily news was, but it still fits. It still fits kind of the vibe of what's happening here. Photo of the day. This is kind of sort of becoming photo of the day. Do you guys do that too? And then these little books that were part of the kit, and just lots of room for journaling inside that. So enjoyed that. Again, another pre-made tag, which was super fun to have in here. I really love this tag. I'm pretty sure it's that coffee cup that's getting me. Pretty sure. And so something I discovered as I was adding these tags to these pages was I prefer to add a crease. So just, go on my scoreboard and add a score line and then fold it and attach it like that. That seemed to be, as after I did these several times, I'm like, this is what I like best. I like it to flip up really clean on the page. I created a collage here of our day. Worth the effort is the printable. You are welcome was a sticker, but I made it a little openable. And so that was fun. And then I made another grid primarily because I wanted to play off this grid. and I thought that was fun. It was a football day, and so I wrote about that in there. And I'm going to go ahead and show you my last page, which isn't done. But here's what I've got going on so far, and this is kind of how they'll sit for a little while. I just threw on here the dates, so I know, and this page is saved for those dates. I'm pretty sure, not quite sure how well this works with the pink band, but I might just kind of make it work anyway. Again, another tag that I had made, and I'd like it to be part of my week. And then I have the Stop the Blur formula, which is a free download in the Stop the Blur classes. And I've already written some notes on here, so I'm pretty sure I know what's going to go on these pages. I just need to take the time to do that. In the back, I have several other tags just waiting because I'm going to make a pocket. I didn't get a chance to do it before I did this recording. I'm going to make a pocket and pop those right in here. Okay, one more thing I want to show you today. Okay, the next planner that I have is this blue striped one. I'm not sure what, I'm not really sure what I think about a blue striped one for October, November, December, but you know, we're embracing the things. We're just going to make it work. So what I did here, this tag's just temporarily in here because I'm not sure where it's going to live yet. But I want to share with you this brand new kit. So it's also part of the color version Stop the Blur kit. This is October's. This drops October the 15th. And it's super beautiful. I was loving putting this page together. I threw everything on here, almost everything. There's a couple pieces that aren't on here. There's got great washi tape that we're just going to need that forever and ever. Look at this little typewriter, and I don't have notes on there yet, but you can make your little notes there and be like hidden journaling. How great is that? And this little guy here, he pulls up so I can attach my photo to this part and then have journaling under that. I didn't do it for this. I just was kind of putting this page together so I could show you guys today. Look at the clipboards. So they're split so that I can put my photo in between it or a journal tag. And these ledger journal tags are also part of the kit. And I don't have the stamp set. This hasn't been revealed yet. By the time you see this, it should be revealed. So I was a little reluctant to pull all the I was a little reluctant to pull all the kit out. But I just wanted to share with you guys a peek of October. And so I say get October if this is something they're brand new to. And if you're a subscriber, enjoy the heck out of it. So that is a walkthrough, sneak peek of October and a walkthrough of September. And my third book of the year is done. Crazy. Thank you so much for watching. Please let me know if you have any questions about any of the process or anything you see. If you found any value, please give me a thumbs up. Check the links if you're interested in any of the supplies, and I will see you in the next video.